What's good, homies, and welcome back. Before we jump into the season opener, I do have a little announcement. It's in regards to the people that are using my code in Fortnite. I will be doing a little giveaway just to give back as a little thanks for using the code and whatnot. I'm not sure how I'm going to draw the winner, but I just wanted to let you guys know it will be announced in the coming weeks. Alright, first game of the season. It's our return to the NRL, and also if you guys want to participate in the comment section, just like any other career mode series I've done, the people's choice voting has begun, depending on if there's many votes or not. So if you do want to vote, I decided to change the voting system up. Instead of nominating 3 players, you can only nominate 2 players this time, and you can only give away 3 points. 2 points going to who you thought was the top performer, and 1 point going to your second best. There's going to be a lot of shuffles happening during the early stages of the competition, but as it stands in round 1, your back 5 is Will Smith, Blake Ferguson, Brad Takairangi, Michael Jennings and Bevan French on the wing. In the halves, I decided to go with Clint Gutherson and of course Mitchell Moses at halfback. In the front row we got Daniel Alvaro, Queso Pritchard and our captain Tim Manor. And finally in the back row we got Tepai Moidoa, Manu Mao and Nathan Brown. On the bench we got Sean Lane, Kane Evans the shadow boxer, Penny Terapo and Junior Polo. First run of the season as we get underway with the captain, and it's a pretty terrible run to start things off. I'm going to follow it up here with another run by a prop, and it's going to be Alvaro who gets driven back. So not looking good to start the season off as Gutho takes it to the line, a nice little drawing pass, and it's going to be Will Smith getting tackled. Moses shifting to the left side. As he stands deep, we receive it and we get it away to Takairangi, and Takairangi's going to get pulled down just inside the 40. Gutho in the pocket on the 4th as we shoot for the corner, and we're going to get a successful 40-20, our first of the season. Definitely won't be the last. It's been quite the struggle there trying to make ground, but thankfully we got that 40-20 off. As we shift it to the right, back inside to Will Smith, and Smith is going to get pulled down just on the 10. Another inside ball play, but this time it's well read by the D as Nathan Brown gets pulled down. So the game's giving us short plays to work with, and that's all we're going to go with as we try another inside ball. As we set up to the left, players a little wider. We send it to Gutho to Takairangi, and a slick little ball to Tepai Moidoa. And Moidoa is going to score our first try of the season. That was a pretty decent play to open the season scoring here. As we take another look, Takairangi drawing in 2 defenders, and Moidoa creeping up on his left shoulder. Back on the grind as we try and work our way out of our half. It's going to be Manu Mao. The big don't argue, and he gains about 12 meters. As we set up to the left, looking for an outside in play, but it goes all the way back inside. Brown gets hammered, and it's going to be Frank Winterstein who scoops it up and scores Manly's first try of the match. So after a huge set by Manly, we find ourselves inside the 10, trying to get out of our own half right now. As we get driven backwards in the tackle. Second tackle, we send it to Manor, and Manor gets manhandled on our 10. Gutherson this time throwing a wide ball out to Takairangi, and Takairangi with the drive, making some decent post-contact meters, looking for a slick 40-20 on the short side, and it's a terrible kick as it goes out on the full. We've got a tough task at hand, trying to defend our line, Manly get a full set to work with. And it's going to be Frank Winterstein pulled down on the 10. A nice little short ball as they get stopped centimeters from the line. Another short ball, and it's going to be Lachlan Croker getting the ball on the outside of Mana. It ends up being all too easy for Manly as they cross for their second try of the match. As expected, Cherry Evans with the conversion, and we're going to head into the break trailing by 6 points. As we pull up the stats, and as expected, a tight game, Manly capitalizing off those 2 errors that we did make. Not gonna lie, this has been quite the struggle in the second half. I was expecting it, but man, it's been pretty tough to get some line breaks or some tackle busts happening as Manly get wrapped up on the last. Croker with a decent kick to the corner, and it's going to be Bevan French with the return. Driven backwards in the tackle yet again. On the first, Smith to Mana. Mana finally with the fend. The captain stepping up, he gets pulled down on our 30. On the second, Gutho with a beautiful ball to Takairangi, but it's read by the defense and Takairangi is stopped on the spot. As we send it to Brown, he links up with Gutho, and it's another dominant tackle as he gets driven backwards. On the fourth, we send it to Moses. Moses with the 40-20 attempt, and we don't get the bounce as it gets recovered by Trebojevic with a sidestep, and he's going to get pulled down just inside their 40. We're in the final moments of the match. Under 2 minutes remaining. Brown to Mana. Mana gets driven sideways this time. Just unable to make anything happen here. As Alvaro draws in 2 defenders, sends it away to Gutho. Gutho with the chip over the top. And he's running in sand right now. 3 defenders hunting him down, and they're going to drag him down on the siren. The king, Clint Gutherson. So close yet so far away, gets dragged down the 20-meter line. So there you have it, that concludes our first game in the NRL. We fall short to the Manly Sea Eagles. I forgot to show everyone stats, but the voting has started for the People's Choice Award. Don't forget, you get 3 points to give, 2 points for your top performer of the game, and 1 point for the second. Just a little reminder, for the people using my creator code in Fortnite, there will be a giveaway. I'm still trying to figure out how to pick a winner for that, so stay posted. And as always, if you made it this far into the video, hit up that comment section with the hashtag OddSquad. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later.